drifted far away. I've been back to see the old home and my friends of other days. Gone are old familiar faces of the friends I used to know. Things have changed in Renfrew Valley as in days of long ago. Others own the old plantation. I can call it home no more. Other folks sit at the fireside, other children round the door. Other voices sing the old song when the evening sun is low. Mother sang in Renfrew Valley in the days of long ago. Take me back to Renfrew Valley when I'm free from earthly care. Lay me down by Dad and Mother, let me rest forever there. When it's springtime in the mountain and the dogwood blossoms grow, I'll be back in Renfrew Valley as in days of long ago. The telephone rings again and you're not there, sweetheart. I let it ring a dozen times, it's true. The telephone rings again and you're not there, sweetheart. I wonder where you are and who's with you. I tried to get your number for about a day or two, but I don't get an answer and I don't know what to do. The telephone rings again and you're not there, sweetheart. I let it ring a dozen times, it's true. The telephone rings again and you're not there, sweetheart. I wonder where you are and who's with you. I went around by your house and the lights are all turned out. I wish that you would call me so I'd know what it's about. The telephone rings again and you're not there, sweetheart. I let it ring a dozen times, it's true. The telephone rings again and you're not there, sweetheart. I wonder where you are and who's with you. And now that I have found you and know that you were true, I'll never let you go, dear, until we say I do. There'll be 2 rings for us someday in May, sweetheart, and just 1 number now for me and you. The telephone rings again and we'll be there, sweetheart, and I will always be the one with you. If a man staggers by and he gives you the eye and calls you his very best chum, then he hands you a line and he begs for a dime, you've just met old Benny the Bum. Old Benny the Bum, he can't afford rum, and he has no place to go. So he spends his time with a bottle of wine in a flophouse way down on Skid Row. Hey, from where do you hail? Maybe just out of jail. And what strange new lands have you seen? Oh, your clothes are all carved from a railroad boxcar, and your blue molded tie is now green. Oh, Benny the Bum, why should you be glum with your new pair of shoes all aglow? Though one shoe is brown and the other one's black, you're in style away down on Skid Row. Now the cop on this beat, he's about 7 feet, and he just won't leave Benny alone. 'Cause he thinks it's fun to see Benny run with his wine bottle smashed on the stone. But who'd ever dream old Benny was seen with the girl of his dreams long ago? But God bid her come and leave Benny the Bum to live in memories down on Skid Row. Old Benny the Bum, he can't afford rum, and he has no place to go. So he spends his time with a bottle of wine in a flophouse way down on Skid Row. The city lights shine through the night like a million colored stars. The city streets echo the beat of 100 different bars. And she's out there, I know not where, with a bottle in her hand. In some hotel or in some motel with some other man. She liked it fine just being mine in good old Tennessee. But New York nights and neon lights are taking her from me. And when the lights come on at night, she dresses and she clothes, while I sit home by the telephone and answer calls for road. Maybe sometime she'll change her mind and come back home with me, and find that this is second best to good old Tennessee. And when the lights come on at night, she dresses and she goes, while I sit home by the telephone and answer calls for road. While I sit home by the telephone and answer calls for road. In the Gulf of St. Lawrence, off the coast of PEI, there are treasures this world has seldom seen. When I dream of them, shining there like little gems. They're the beautiful Isles of Magdalene, where the high shining crystal dunes, heaven smiles on the Isles of Magdalene. Where the boats all come and go, slowly rocking to and fro, in the breeze of the sea so fresh and clean. And the hardy fishermen are away from home again, fishing lobsters off the Isles of Magdalene. From Grosse Ile to Sandy Hook, you may drive and take a look through the little town of Grindstone in between, where the children love to play round the barracks on the hay, where the sun shines on the Isles of Magdalene. To this haven in the Gulf, many feathers from the south build their nests among those hills of grassy green. They sing shivers and beaucoup like the friendly people do, for they love those little Isles of Magdalene, where the blue of the skies brings the tears to my eyes. I go back to the islands of my dream, where the little fishing town got the coastline all around. I return to the Isles of Magdalene.